being here. Huh? Gah. Since when was he standing there? And who the heck was he? A guy in my bedroom. Did we fuck? There's no way. Sorry. I think I was saying my thoughts aloud. Having a sip of Dr. Pepper directly after having a sip of Canada Dry tastes weirdly good. Why was I apologizing to a stranger who only said 2 words since I woke up? Wait, he looked eerily familiar. Then it all came back to me. Incubus. He was an incubus. He and his brothers came here for refuge, and 2 of them kissed me, and then I fainted, and that was how things came to this. Oh. He was leaning against the far wall, looking at me. My heart began to race as I thought of the endless list of possibilities this situation brought me. I hated the thought of being under an incubus's power, especially in the bedroom. Jump up and protect yourself. I instantly jumped and grabbed a pillow, covering myself with it. I felt stupid, yes, but who knew what this guy could do? Do your worst. This time, I'm prepared. He didn't move. I guessed that he wasn't going to attack me. Sorry. Oh god, I felt that one coming, but not soon enough to block the fucking... No, I'm sorry. One thing still concerned me, though.
I'm not going to use my powers on you.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Come on, eBay. Please. Huh? How?
I can read minds. It's an ability I was born with. Each of us has a different ability, outside of our usual mind-altering powers.
And yours is to be really fucking creepy. Great. Even more surprises. I grew even more worried about the situation I was in. I see. How long have I been asleep?
For a few hours. It's already gotten quite dark outside.
Well, where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor. And making you dinner as an apology.
Oh, okay. That's unexpectedly sweet.
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home, and 2 of us using our powers on you.
I mean, I guess. You've got a point. Right, I had forgotten about that. It still irked me that they had practically taken advantage of me at that point. Even if they were demons, it was pretty rude to demonstrate their powers by kissing me. I wasn't some kind of human plaything. All of this seemed pretty unreal. It was like something out of those romance novels that Naomi sometimes read. I wished I could have just went back to sleep and forgotten all about it. Maybe I should have just called the police on them. Then I would have never landed myself in this situation.
Do you feel well enough to get out of bed?
Do you think the main character realizes that Damien heard literally all of those thoughts that she just had and that he's probably very uncomfortable? Yeah, I think so. Whoa.
Trust me, I won't let you go.
See, he's such a fucking creeper. I'm not so sure about this.
I promise.
That's fine, I guess.
Good.
I was speechless. He was carrying me as if I was wait, as if I weighed nothing. I think I need to reboot my brain, which is actually fantastic because, it is, it is it is break time. So, um, get up, stretch, have a drink, have a snack, pet your pets for me, and do all those amazing things you can do in the next 20 minutes. All right, that break is over. I have a cat in my room now, and Ace, thanks for hanging around. I hope you didn't drink too much because that's probably gonna be one hell of a hangover. But have a good morning, night, whatever you can call it after being up for so long. And just in case any of you were like, is she going crazy? While I was in the bathroom and I was washing my hands, I thought there was music coming out of the toilet. Which is part of the reason I have a cat in my room now, because I'm scared and paranoid because I'm very, very tired. I do think I've gotten my 8th wind, though. At least I feel like I have. So, let's get back to it.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
I decided to close my mouth for the time being so that I wouldn't weird him out or make things more awkward than they already were. Well, he didn't seem to mind carrying me or listening to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. Damien seemed very quiet and calm about everything, especially with the situation we were in. However, there was a sort of longing in his eyes that when he looked at me that wasn't lustful, it was... I don't know what the fuck I'm reading. It was more an admiration. That's whatever that the fuck was. Hey, I said I got my next second win. I did not say that it made me more intelligent. Once we reached the lobby, I decided that I felt well enough to walk on my own. As strong as he was, it was like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want to make him carry me everywhere. Yeah, that would be mortifying. Thanks for carrying me, but I think I can walk by myself now. Not saying that I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it. Not in a weird way, of course. It's not like I get carried around all the time. What I'm trying to say is that it was really nice of you to do that. I guess. I started to fumble over my words again. Real smooth. Call me out like that, game.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
Alright, see you. He gently lowered me to the ground before he walked off quietly, disappearing into the shadows of the dark lobby.
Oh, hi!
Not dark. Suddenly, a boy who looked around my age, or possibly younger, bounced up to me. He looked vaguely familiar. Oh, wait. Ah, you're Matthew, right?
Mm-hmm, that's me. Are you feeling any better now? We were all worried when you suddenly passed out.
I'm fine.
Really? Your face is kind of red. Do you feel sick?
No, I'm fine. I'm sure of it. I must have been blushing when Damien was carrying me downstairs. How embarrassing.
Well, if you say so. I hope Sam and Eric didn't make you upset.
It's okay. After all, I did hit Sam after what he did. And about Eric, well, I'll get him back later. Suppose incubi are real, then. I wondered how exactly I got myself into this mess. First my grandfather, then a fight with my father, blowing up at Lisette, and now this. I certainly had a knack for getting myself into sticky situations.
Oh, I have an idea.
He shoved his hands into his pockets with a cheery grin on his face.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Is he trying to do a magic trick?
Ta-da!
What is that exactly? He smiled as if to wave it off, but then he opened his eyes and saw what he was holding. His face froze in shock.
Wait a second. What did I just make? This is...
What he produced from his pocket was a creepy-looking doll.
Ah, what is that?
I'm not sure. His face paled considerably, and he dropped it onto the floor, scooting away from it frantically.
Get it away from me! It might be possessed by a demon or something!
But isn't he a demon himself?
That's not what I wanted to make! I just wanted to surprise you with a stuffed animal or just something to cheer you up. That looks like it came straight out of a horror movie.
He slumped his shoulders and looked down at his feet. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to look so dejected. I mean, it's certainly unique. You can have it.
What? I appreciate the thought, but no thanks.
That's too bad. Are you sure? Picked up the doll and waved it around him. It was funny teasing him.
Gah! Help! It's gonna kill me!
He hee hee. He hee hee. Alright, I'll stop.
Anyway, I'm heading back to help out with the food. You can come over if you're hungry.
I think I'll go with you then. Something smells good. My stomach rumbled in agreement. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
Excuse me, I have a name, you know.
Should we really care?
Yes.
Sam, I will roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
Macaz.
Whatever.
Not happy about being locked in here.
I apologize for his attitude.
You better apologize, because I can barely read. Oh, that's fine.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Meal? For a second, my mind didn't understand what James meant. Maybe it was the doll getting into my head and distracting me. Ah, that's right. Damien and Matthew both mentioned that they were making dinner as an apology. Oh, wait, you didn't have to.
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
All right, well, thank you. Matthew put down the last of the plates on the table and bowed a bit exaggeratedly to me, gesturing to the table with a sweeping motion.
There we go. Dinner's all served.
The table was filled with various foods from an eclectic selection of cuisines. One portion of the table was filled with an elegantly plate with Asian foods, and another portion some yummy-looking desserts. And there were yet more and more plates than I could have possibly imagined. Whoa, there's a lot of food, and it all looks so good.
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
What? Sweet? Me?
That's enough, Eric.
You're no fun, James.
I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
I didn't know what came over me, whether it was his politeness or maybe his power, but I couldn't help but take his offered arm. James seemed very kind and intelligent, but aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention, he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Oh, well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell. I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
I'm pretty sure this doesn't give us chaos or order. Let's see, 6, 1, 2, 3. No. It's fine, maybe another time.
Very well. Here's your seat, then.
Let me get your chair for you, lovely lady.
Oh, I'm trying to rub my eye. You can probably hear it, honestly. It's so oily and gross from not washing my face in the past 24 hours. Eric was very charming, and his smile pulled at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designated him as the charmer of the demons. Yet there was a little distance in his eyes.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Huh? Oh yeah, when I didn't believe that they were incubi. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you didn't just get up and grab a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Suddenly, Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear.
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
I was torn between smacking him and trying to play it cool. Hit him.
Ugh! That's going to sting.
It better. I'm not apologizing.
No, I was expecting that.
I drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared by the amount of food they made. I love that segue. So smooth. And my eyes are so itchy. And not perfect. Seeing my expression, Eric leaned forward and proudly smiled, gesturing to all the dishes with a dramatic sweep of his arm.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
Bullshit. Humorously enough, Matthew looked at him with a shocked expression, as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly to that of a frown.
And I'm the Queen of the Nile.
What's that supposed to mean?
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably for siding with Eric, and he annoyedly swiveled back to Eric to confront him.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
Ha 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 ha. I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable. However, I couldn't help but feel like in a way he was much more mature than the others, especially Eric.
Huh? Is something funny?
Haha. No. No. Nothing at all. Thank you for the meal, all of you.
Oh. You're welcome, miss.
Yeah.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and out.
Eric, knock it off.
In agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked up his head and glared at Eric.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
It was obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group. He had this big, tough act, and it was obvious he was physically stronger than the rest of the guys. But was there more to them than that?
I'm
Probably
just
not.
trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
Then again, I don't know. I didn't expect James to be fucking psychotic. And that was his crazy, dark secret.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name even though you know each of us.
No is an interesting phrase. I'm fucking me.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
I picked it out myself. They were all comfortable around me, despite the awkward situation we were in. Bah. It was as if it were natural for them to be around humans. I guess that was just how incubi worked. But I was still curious about one thing. Excuse me. All at once they looked at me. I didn't know why, but having all of them look at me made me feel kind of important, like a queen or something.
What is it, miss?
I wanted to thank you for the food, but I still want to know why you all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Understand? Yeah, like being told that a bunch of incubi randomly appearing in your house was perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
I'm just saying, how is that difficult to understand?
No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Well, You see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits. So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
It's fine, I guess. So, you're all better now, right?
Yup, all thanks to you.
And me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy. But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
And yet you felt the need to kiss me to get it out of me. Fucking perverts. Was still in shock about their powers. It wasn't just kisses that gave them power, it was anything physical. No wonder I was out for a while. These incubi intrigued me, but at the same time I could almost hear a warning sign going off in my head.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Well, what do you plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question. We just got here, and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
We can take him easily.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
At that moment, I didn't know what came over me, but I suddenly felt sorry for them. They couldn't possibly survive out there. If they didn't know it was illegal to break into people's homes, they probably didn't know a bunch of other stuff. They probably would cause chaos all over town. Or, on the flip side, they could be taken in for questioning and be poked and prodded like lab frogs for research. That was even worse. But most of all, they reminded me of back then. I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy. What the? Blue? No. Bluey, no. Oh my god, she's gonna, knock over my cans of soda on my desk, but then knock over these ceramic cups that are on my side table. I'm gonna have to let her out soon, but not right now. I hate this part of the game. It's so pointless. I just want to get past it. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy, all while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arisen, like scribbling on someone's paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back, hold on, and watching things pass by and life go on. What the heck? Good morning, Minty. Good morning, viewer. How are you? I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I ought to spend more time with myself. But there was a certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment. And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. That's when I decided on it right then. Blue, stop. Blue. She keeps digging for through the trash. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there and see what he had to say about it. I am awake. That's a mood, viewer. Minty! Oh my goodness! It has been a while. Or maybe it hasn't. I don't know. This whole 24-hour stream thing has me really confused timeline-wise. I have no idea what a super duper pooper scooper has to do with this stream. But I trust you. I had never met or seen him before that. What better time to see him then? That was this whole set of lines is blue. God dang it. Blue, don't do it. She loves straws, and there's a bunch of straws in the trash. If no one was going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. Blue! Stop! Bad kitty! You have plenty of straws to play with that are not from the trash. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you heard her, but she's not happy that she's stuck in here. But I'm not letting her out yet. I had no idea how to get there, and I was only armed with a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. I soon became lost, and like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall, and eyes looking at the strangers passing by. And like always, people continued to pass by and life continued to go on. I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought I was silly for even thinking I could change things with my own hands. That wasn't until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hun, is that you?
I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was so obvious that whoever was talking to me knew who I was. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving its rusty joints, and I realized that things were moving along. Suddenly, I had become part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past me. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had the opportunity to help them, though would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if that was the best idea. After all, 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangements that I had imagined when I first moved in. There was the matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them as lab rats made my stomach queasy. And even if they passed for humans, how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine if my friends came over. They would practically think I was part of a harem or something. Or, God, if my parents came over, I think my mom would faint. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would have them arrested on the spot. Oh, this was hard. Maybe I should have written out a pros and cons list before actually having to make the decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
I'm in so much pain. But I will push through. I don't know. Aww. Bluey's being so cute. She's such a big cat, I'm realizing. She's not fat. She's just really big. Oh my god, she's being so cute. It's times like this that I wish I had my camera set up. But, just trust me that she's being really cute. I think the problem is that I've had so much caffeine that my body's just kind of like freaking out. Which sucks because we have another 4 hours to go. So, I gotta just power through. Make it work. It was strange that I happened to remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little, but it did kind of make sense. They weren't in the exact same situation that I was in before, but I did want to help them out. I think it would ease my conscience and also make me a bit happy to give them help, as weird as that sounded. Clenching my hands into my fists, I strengthened my resolve to speak up. Minty. Whenever the cashier at the grocery store asks my dad if he would like the milk in the bag, he replies, "No, just leave it in the carton." Oh, okay, I get it. I'm sorry, it took me a moment, but I get the joke. It's a good joke. What the fuck is Bluey doing? I'm so confused. She's like on her side with her paws like kind of out and just gently like wiggling them like one at a time, and just staring into space. It's almost creepy, but it's cute. You could...
What was that, lovely lady?
When is a door not a door? When it's a jar. Where are you getting these, Minty? They're good. Or at least I think they're good because I'm really tired. And I'm easily impressed. That is,
Spit it out already.
You could stay with me here, if you'd like. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Never heard that one before. Never heard that one before. As soon as I finished my sentence, the room became still. Not sure what went through their heads for my words. The silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more. Seemed like you all needed a place to stay, and well, I just moved into this giant house, so it seemed like it made sense. It was still quiet in the room. I decided to keep talking. If you'd like to stay here, though, there are 2 things that I need all of you to follow.
Yes?
First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do something that might harm me or any guest that comes over. Well, save for enemies, but you get the drift.
That sounds reasonable.
Second, you have to help me with any errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
To the man in the wheelchair that stole my camouflage jacket, you can hide, but you can't run. Vinci, where are you getting these, and why are we being treated to them? It's alright, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I would appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
What? Are you serious?
God, that was way louder than it needed to be.
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
They all seemed to like the idea, except for Sam. And hey, I didn't really hate the idea either, even if they were incubi. Would be interesting having 5 guys helping me take... Blue, what are you eating? Where did you get that? What is that? Where did you get that? Hold on. She found a lollipop stick. I haven't eaten a lollipop in like ages. Where did you get this? What? Where? Whatever. Hold on, my nose is running now. Blue, no. No. Do not go digging through the trash. Oh. Blue, no. Blue? No. Stop digging in the trash. Give a cat a straw one time. And that's all they want to fucking play with for the rest of their goddamn lives. Never wanted to believe my dad was stealing from his job as a road worker, but when I got home, all the signs were there. Five Guys burger and fries. You can get lollipops at Five Guys? I have no idea what we're even talking about anymore. I'm sorry. I'm trying, but this fucking cat... Blue! Bluey, please. I'm just trying to get through the last few hours of this stream without going insane. Okay, she's taking a bath.
Fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
Also beautiful, if you need a bedfellow.
Eric, knock it off.
I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Blue? Blue! 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 Don't go in the trash! I'm gonna fucking kill this cat. I just want to finish this fucking stream, Blue! Blue! Stop! Bluey! No! That's it. Blue, that is it. No. 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 No, 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 no. That is enough. You've had enough fun with the trash in this room. Come here. Come on. Start moving. Don't act like you don't know what's going on. Walk. Walk. No, don't go slinking onto the ground. Stop rubbing up against the get don't purr. No. You're a naughty kitty. Naughty kitty. She's so heavy. No, Blue. Blue, stop. Stop being cute. Come here. Come on, we're leaving. You're getting out of my room. Come on. Come on. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Yeah, go. Go more. Out she goes. I'm sorry about the cat problems. I had her in here to try to keep me sane, but that was not working. Viewer, don't make fun of me. Oops, what did I do? I don't know. I thought I rolled over my microphone wire, but I didn't. I was happy that they agreed. God damn it. Do you know how many lines I've read over multiple times because Blue kept interrupting me? I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it was because they all needed help and my want to help people was fulfilled. I would never be sure.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in.
All right.
Finally, I'm starving.
Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with the food on the table. I noticed James' eye twitch in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
I almost couldn't hold it in. So I didn't. Ha 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 ha. I couldn't hold in my laughter anymore. As I laughed, Matthew and Sam looked my way, faces stuffed.
Is something funny?
What are you laughing at?
Stopped to catch my breath. I leaned over the table and took a few breaths before replying. You both are so funny. Both of their faces turned slight pink before they looked away from me, and they swallowed the food in their mouths.
Shut up! We're not funny. We're hungry.
Well, we're glad that we made you laugh.
Shut up, Matthew!
God, I hate Sam.
What? I'm just saying.
Heh.
See, James, it's entertainment for her.
Yeah, I'm so entertained. Absolutely thrilled. They were funny to me. At least they enjoyed the food. As I watched, I took a couple pieces of food for myself and placed them on the plate before eating as well. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. It's my mother. Hello.
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
Hi, Mom. Everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
It's not a new house. It's Grandpa's house, and he fucking died. A house party tomorrow night. So soon.
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
I knew exactly what she meant. He didn't like long, relaxing periods between important events. It was fucked up, and I fucking hate him.